Hi everyone. Today we will be discussing about one more software. This is the software is a specific CAM software, that computer aided manufacturing software. So the name of the software is DeskProto. So I will be introducing that software to you today. So we will look at some editions of what are the softwares and the version, then the latest version which is available, and what is there is in this DeskProto software, and what type of CAD data is supported by this software, also how it work, and what we cannot do with this software, and also what is the users, which all people using this software, and which all area these softwares are used, and also the advantages of DeskProto compared to the conventional CAM software, and also we will be looking into the hardware requirement of this software. So welcome to the mind map. So this is, I'm going to explain today about this particular software known as DeskProto CAM software. So the tagline of this software, what these people call the software people, sorry, the software people call this software as CNC machining for non-machinist, because they are. This is a very simple software where there is not much engineering knowledge is required to use this software. That's what they mean. And just people who know some designing and all those things, they can also easily operate and create the NC code for the CNC router machine from the software. So that is the tagline for their product, DeskProto CNC machining for non-machinist. Then we will look at what all editions are available with them, because they have different modules or editions, or the way they sell the product. As a free version is available with some of its features, and entry product also is available, then expert tools also available, and multi-axis tools. So all these are sold in separate packages as per our requirement. So free packages is available, and you can download and use it. Entry level, you have to pay for that. Expert level, where you want to use more higher command, and also multi-axis also available, where you want to use 4-axis, 5-axis, and all those. So this is the editions which are available with the DeskProto software. Then what is the latest version is available is they are released on May 2021. The new DeskProto version 7.1 is available now. You can purchase the software if you want to require it. Then you will get this latest version. Now we'll look into what is there in DeskProto CAM software. So as you know, as like any other CAD CAM software, this is also one of the software, but this DeskProto software is solely a CAM software. You don't have the option to design something. That is, the card part is not there. That computer aided designing part is not there. Only computer aided manufacturing part is there. So it's a solely a CAM computer aided manufacturing software. So it works with a 3D design program, CAD. So any CAD CAM software, if you create a 3D model, you can work with this DeskProto software. Also, you can work with any CNC router machine or CNC machine that the codes generated by this CAM software, that is DeskProto software, you can use it in the CNC machine to run it. This is a very quick calculate toolpath. So toolpath that we can send to CNC because it's not so much of complicated programming and the parameters we need to give, which is the minimal which is required to run that uh, run that shape, run that machining program. That much of inputs only we have to give. So not much complication. So the calculation toolpath calculation is very fast and can to the CNC machine and easy to use. And every most complex geometry also, if you make a statue or something like that, if you want to create a very complex geometry also, if it's a novice, if it's a new person, there is a novice wizard interface is available. So where the interface is there after one step, next step, what we have to do, that wizard is available. Or if you are an experienced user, then you know what all you have to change in the setting, what all parameters you have to give for the machining. So these two options are available. Then we can do 2D machining, 3D machining, and bitmap machining. These three things we can do. We can take the 2D vectors as input and 3D file as an input, model as an input, and bitmap or the image as an input for the machining. And multi-axis addition includes complete rotation and all other axes. Okay, so this is what the DeskProto softwares offer to us. Now we will see what type of CAD data are supported by DeskProto. So just now I mentioned that we can use for 2D machining, 3D machining, as well as image machining, that is bitmap machining. So the kind of data also is connected to that. If you want to do 2D machining, then vector data, that is vector files, line files, that is 2D drawing, contains lines, arc, like that shapes, no? Then the file format it acceptable is DXF, EPS, AI, or SVG file format is acceptable to this software. And machining strategy is available is contouring, that is the cutter flows on each curve, and also pocketing, that is it clears the area around a closed curve, and also you can do drilling. This is the machining strategy available with the 2D machining. For that you have to give a 2D file because this software is not a CAD software, so this 2D file has to come from other software as an input in the given format. In 3D also, in 3D geometry data with 3D machining, if you want to do, we have to give a CAD file, 3D file. You know, the 3D file is a collection of facets and describe its outer surface, that is the surface definition is done with the polygon data. So that is a 3D file you take it as, and the file format can be STL and DXF, that is acceptable to the software. And the machining strategy, that's toolpath will machine on the surface, okay, whatever the surface, the design surface it can machine. And various strategies are available in both expert version and in multi-axis version. Many strategies are available for machining 3D file, 3D geometry. Then in bitmap machining, you have to give a bitmap image, no? So that is the 2D image containing colored pixels. A lot of images, colored image, if you take, the format you can give is BMP, GIF file, GPG, PNG, TIFF file, like that. So what happen is that whatever the image that you are giving as an image, it will convert to a 3D relief, okay? And because just giving do a gray scaling in that which all area blackish or whitish. So whatever that area will be giving some height, Z height conversion. In that method, it convert that image into a 3D relief. Then the relief then can be machining just using the 3D geometry toolpath. So that is the method that bitmap machining we can do with the DeskProto software. So this is what we told is that three types of data we can take. That is, one is 2D vector data, 3D file, and also image file that we can use as a CAD data for supporting to DeskProto. Let us see how it's work, how the software is working. So basically, when we give a suppose a 2D file or 3D file or image file. So here I am explaining about a 3D file, that is an STL file format we are giving to then like this bottle, no? So we can feed into the input, import into the CAD into the Deskproto software. So you can see it as a triangle mesh like this way you can see it. Then in Deskproto itself, we have a visualization like this. Rendering is available for the model, so you can do, you can view like this with the rendering. And you know that it's like half of the portion, because if it's a 3-axis thing, only from the top only it will machine. If it's a 5-axis, it's not different. If it's a 3-axis, what will happen? It's from the top only to, so half of the things only you can take. Half of the thing only you can machine from one side, and other side you have to machine. If it's a 3-axis machine, 3-axis machining, I'm just talking about 3-axis machining. Okay, so in Deskproto, what is the toolpath is calculated for this side, the whatever the depth of cut or step over or the speed, feed rate or spindle speed, all informations related to the machining we are giving in this and creating the toolpath. And that toolpath is then converted to a NC code program that can be fed into the CNC machine. So the machine will work and will create will do the machining, that bottle machining. So once the one side has done, we can do other side also. Then we can glue it together, and we can get a complete model if it's using a 3-axis machining strategy. If you are doing some rotary axis or 3-axis, you can do in a one setup itself. This bottle you can take in a one setup itself. So what was the steps that we do for this work is that we first import the STL file or any 3D from any 3D CAD/CAM program software, and then calculate the CNC toolpath or write NC program. That is, write means it's automatically generating the NC program files, which is suitable to any brand of CNC machines, and whether it is 3-axis or 4-axis or 5-axis or whatever the controller that software is using. So this point, once we import an STL file inside, what we can do only is that we can just scale. We can just change the size, also move from one point to another, and you can rotate it. All this thing only you can do. The transform options only you can do it. Then we have to load the CAD file and display it contents that we can see that CAD file there. I visualize it. After entering some milling parameters like cutting tool, required accuracy, and all that is the step over and all those step down, all the tolerance and all will define the accuracy. So once give this machining parameters, tool parameters and all, then the Deskproto will calculate the tool path, and corresponding NC code will be saved. That NC code file we are giving to the machine for running. So this is the steps how it's going to work. So the CAM mainly does is to convert to create NC code from a CAD file. That is the according to the other parameters what we are giving. So that is the steps involved in the process. Now we see what we cannot do with the Deskproto software. So what people may be thinking, okay, Deskproto software is a CAD/CAM software or something like that, but it's only, I already mentioned, it's only a CAM software, so we cannot create a CAD data. Okay, so we cannot make any design. We cannot create slices. That is one. It's also can't do slices. If it's a CAD data, is there some software has the options to slice it into, because in CNC router itself, if you want to create a bigger item than the gantry height of the CNC router machine, then we can slice it and make do the machining piece by piece. Then we can glue it together to make the bigger part. So that slicing also we can do with this software. And it's not meant for a high performance, high tolerance mechanisms, like that if you want to do automobile parts or mold part where there is a proper alignment is there. So two mold halves are having a curved closing surface and all. So it's not to that much of accurate parts creation. And desktop protos, the main strength is that it is mainly for the artistic shapes, okay, rather than mechanical designs. And also the desk proto does not don't think that just desk proto directly giving the no pulse for the motor to rotate and drive the milling machine. It will not directly do that. It's not a controller software. It's a design. It's a CAM. Only the NC code creating software only. So desk proto does not output step and direction pulses to directly drive the milling machine. It means that it's not a controller software. It's a CAM software only. It's only create the NC code. Next, we see that which all people use this software. So many people, many areas of work, people use this software. So industrial people also using to create the prototypes, and jewelers using this to make the wax models or directly machining. For that model creation, you can use artists to make sculptures. Medical people use for prosthesis, brace, insoles, all this thing. And mold makers also use it. Woodworkers use it for relief carving and knockdown furniture making. I'm just mentioning one or two examples only. Hobbyist uses a low cost hobby for hobbyist low cost hobby license also available for this software. Okay, then scale models, litho frames, and wood reliefs. All this thing we can do with the this software for education purpose. Students, teachers, researchers, and all, they use the software. And many more people use this software, like architects, engineers, and all those people use this software. And when we again go to the same application wise, so we can visit. I just list out few application like that. Now in architecture models, you can miniature architect models you can create with this software. Okay, just machining of that. Okay, actually it's not like that we are designing with this software. It only create the CAM programming for that. And also for arts, you can machine it with the help of CNC router. And also you can use for ceramics applications. You can use for consumer goods. If you want to ergonomic testing, if you want to test the usability or the ergonomics, what we call, whether the handle, if it's a telephone, that handle is okay for holding, or if it's a water bottle, whether it's fitting into a particular place, fitting into if you want to check all those kind of things, we can make a prototype and you can check it. So for consumer goods, we use it like that. Then for model making applications, we use this. So consumer goods, then education purpose, we can use it for food and sweets like that. We can mold like that, for the mold or for the chocolate and all. We can make with this machine. And for jewelry application, wax machining, we can use it. And also creating the codes for medical purpose. Orthotic insoles for shoe soles, we can make it. For model making of cars and all, we can use this CAM programming. For musical instruments machining also, we can use it. For packaging, like that, a Kinley bottle or something like that, the base of that, so we can use that one. And also for the product design, like that, if you want to make some utility items, we can use this program to create shapes from the material. And also research building, we can use this for like the testing ship model. No, if you want to testing and all for, you can do say for research. We can also scale models. We can, if you have some cars and all, if you want to a small miniature model, scale model, if you want to make, you can make it. This program we can use. Also we can use it for sign making application. We can also use for tooling application like that. It's a copper electrode. It's a tool which we want to do EDM, electrode discharge machining. We can also do for the transportation area. We use these models, machine models for wind tunnel testing and all. We can use it. Also woodworking, many wood carving application, kids play items, and door carving, furniture, and many areas we can use this software programming. So we can use this software to create codes, NC codes for all this kind of applications. Because the connection of CAD files, even if you design some of these, if you want to create the actual physical object, then the data has to go to the machine so that it can machine according to the shape. So creating physical objects from computer models is possible with the CAM software. So that CAM software is very important. So this desktop can do this kind of application, can use for this kind of application manufacturing. So that is all about the capability of the software. And we will also look at the advantage versus the conventional CAM software. We have a lot many softwares available in the market, which is used for so many applications. So one of the things that it is easier to be used, because there's conventional software. So if you want a learned, educated engineer to give all kind of parameters and all, because the machining, maybe they want way more clear machining, they want more less tolerant, more accurate machining, they may be wanting more tolerance will be there. So all those places we have to use a lot of informations and data we may have to use. But this software is a very simplified software with a minimum parameters only we have to give to get it machine. So we can even train some designer for this, and he can very easily understand and can create the code for to give to the CNC router machine. And it's also fast operation, because there is not too many parameters to process in the CAM. So the codes it can create very fast. So that is the plus point. And also the price of this software also compared to the other heavyweight softwares is less, and it's a cheaper software compared to the other softwares. So this is the advantage of Deskphoto over the other conventional softwares. And we also look at what all hardware and software, that is the operating system, is required if you want to purchase a system or computer for this laptop or desktop for the software. What all the specification should be there. As an operating system is concerned, you can go for all these three. This is like MS Windows and Macintosh, and this is Linux. All operating system is acceptable. It's rarely come in all this kind of CAD software. Mostly it will be running on Windows. So, but in this software, it is very well fitted with the Windows also, or Mac OS and Linux. So, if you are going with the Windows system, then you can have 7, Windows 8 or Windows 10 or newer version. You can also go for 32-bit, also for 64-bit. And hardware side, you can have to minimum Pentium PC you should have, and minimum 1 GB RAM and 100 GB free disk space. See, 100 MB only actually the data what is it will take for installing the software, but higher RAM and larger space, the software will work very fast. The performance will be better. And Mac, we have these files: Era, High Sierra, Mojava, Catalina, Big Swell, and Newer, and who are very conversant with the Apple products. They can also go for this Desproto or software. 64-bit works with very well, and minimum hardware requirement also is same only 1 GB RAM and 100 GB free disk space, and faster and more better for that you can use higher RAMs and hard disk space also. In Linux also it works like that. Ubuntu 18.0 for 64 bits still show most of the popular Linux platform it will work, and so 64-bit version are supported, and the hardware space also required the same only 1 GB RAM minimum is required, but better go for higher RAM. And all these are graphics types of software, so you must have a 3D graphics card so in your PC, and it should also support Open GL version 2.2 or 2.1 or more. It should support, and you can go for a higher RAM also, RAM for the graphics card. So this is all about the desktop software for the time being. I will come later with the comparison of different editions, and also revisiting into the different commands available with this software that will be much suitable to a CNC router machine applications. I am a CNC router success coach. I am here to help more than 100,000 of people who have no proper guidance how to start a new business based on CNC router machine. If you want to learn more about the CNC router business, you may log into my webinar. The webinar link is given below. Also, you can subscribe my YouTube channel, and so you will get the similar kind of a lot of informations related to different diagram software and CNC router machine and all. You may please subscribe to this channel also. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and hope to see you in my next video.